everybody. So today's problem is longest common subsequence on Leetcode. So in this problem, we've been given a function called longest common subsequence along with two strings, text1 and text2. So first let's understand what subsequence means. So over here it's given that a subsequence of a string is a new string generated from the original one with some characters deleted without changing the relative order of the remaining characters. So for example, if we have a string A, B, C, D, E, F, then for example, one of its subsequences would be A, B, C, F. So what happens is that we are not changing the relative order of the characters and we are just deleting certain characters from the middle. So in this question, we have to compare two strings and find the longest common subsequence between them. Given on the left hand side are two examples. So A, B, C, D, E is one string and A, C, E is another string. So we have to find the longest common subsequence. So from the first string, if we delete B and D, we're going to get A, C, E. So the length of the output would be 3. In the first string, as you can see, if you delete B and D, the order of ACE still remains the same. So this is called the longest common subsequence. So to solve this problem, we're going to create a two-dimensional matrix called DP. And after that, we're going to take a nested for loop. And inside that, we're going to establish the base condition. So basically, we're going to create two-dimensional matrix. So suppose this is a two-dimensional matrix. So the base condition would be that if your length of text 1 is 0 and the length of text 2 is 0, then the length of the common subsequence would be 0 as well. So whenever I would be 0 and j would be 0, that is the first row and first columns are 0, then base condition would also be 0. And after establishing the base condition, we're going to write another nested for loop inside of which we're going to check how many characters match each other in text1 and text2, and if they match each other we are going to increment the value of dp by 1, and if not we are going to select the maximum value between the previous character of text1 and the previous character of text2. So as you can see, I have created a 2D matrix called dp with length m plus 1 and n plus 1, where m is the length of text1 string and n is the length of text2 string. So after that, we are now going to create a nested for loop along with the base condition. As I had mentioned, if the value of the row or the column is 0, then dp would also be equal to 0. Because if the length of either text1 or text2 is 0, then the longest common subsequence would be 0 as well. Now for the second for loop, we are going to write the main logic of the program starting from I is equal to 1, because we have already declared 0 as dp ij is equal to 0. So we are not going to include that again. So as I had said, if the characters of the two strings match, then increment the value of dp by 1. One plus dp I minus 1 j minus 1. But if this is not true, then we have to choose the maximum between the previous character from text 1 and the previous character from text 2. So whatever is bigger, that is going to be the value of the longest subsequence. Now we're going to return the value of dpmn. So yeah, as you can see, this has been accepted and it is the correct code. Now we will submit it to check the hidden conditions. So yeah, as you can see, it has been successfully submitted. So I'll just go through the logic of the code again. Firstly, we go through the base condition, and if either of the lengths is 0, then the base condition dpij will also be equal to 0. In the next nested for loop, we are comparing the two strings, and if the characters in that particular iteration turns out to be the same, then we increment the value of dp by 1. Else we choose the length of the maximum common subsequence from text 1 for the previous character that was chosen, or from text 2 from the previous character that was chosen. And finally, we are returning the value of dp mn. And another thing is that while declaring the array, we are increasing the value of m plus 1 and n plus 1. And this is because we want to also satisfy the base condition. So that is to basically add another row and another column. So you're able to fit in those zero values as well, the values of the base condition. So thank you.